If you're trying to find a good idea to build your next product, in this video, I will show you 3 techniques that people often overlooked, but can be super effective in finding the next good idea that's worth building. As a developer myself, I know the grind. We want to put our coding skills into practice and create that viral product to prove ourselves. With AI and vibe coding, today's hardest part isn't writing code or designing the UI. It's finding that brilliant product idea that actually solves people's problems. We spend hours and days swimming in all kinds of forums, product release websites, hoping to find some inspiration. But the truth is, you are very likely going down the wrong path. I bet most of us have tried this, hopping onto Product Hunt, Indie Hackers, or whatever product launch platform every day, trying to find some clues from the top voted products, or simply making a derivative product from what's hot, so everyone piles into the same game. We get a lot of AI agent clones, Notion clones, Cursor clones. We get more products of the same kind, but the true demand remains hidden. At the end of the day, only a few can actually survive, and tons of effort end up wasted. This is chasing the trend instead of making it. So, in this video, I want to cover 3 different approaches, which could help us play the game of finding a brilliant product idea differently. I am Brandon, a developer and indie hacker, and welcome back to my channel. So the first trick is look for failed apps, not successful ones. Product leaderboards only show you what already succeeded, but they rarely show you what problems remain unsolved. If we change our strategy here and start looking at apps in the App Store with 1-star reviews, or sort products on review platforms like G2 or Trustpilot by lowest ratings, or even lower ranking products in GPT stores, those are often the actual needs that the market has not yet responded to. There are 3 major benefits when using this technique. First, you're not guessing at demand anymore. Users have spelled out their needs in plain text, and an app with lots of reviews shows a validated market. This can significantly lower our risk. Second, those disgruntled users are actually the perfect early customers. Those people posting reviews, writing, or even arguing in comments are the exact people you want to test your MVP with and get early feedback from. The third reason is that you can stop guessing what features you should build. Users often say exactly what's unresolved and not good, and sometimes even directly provide the solution they want. So the most wanted features are already there waiting for you. Sounds good? Give it a shot next time, and let's move on to the next one. So the next technique is look for complaints, not ideas. A lot of developers spend weeks or months trying to build that perfect feature-complete product, only to find out there are no downloads, no registrations, and nobody uses it. It's not that you're not working hard enough, it's just that your efforts went into the wrong place. The truth is, users already shout out their needs everywhere, and you just need the correct way to find them. Reddit is a good example of a product wish list. People post things every day like, is there a tool that automatically organizes user research and interviews? I need an app to track caffeine intake. Or why isn't there a tool that turns YouTube playlists into podcasts? If I could code, I'd make one myself. Those are not simple complaints. Those are real market signals. And to find them, you don't need a 20-page market research report. In fact, you can simply find them using Google search. For example, just put site reddit.com. Is there a tool that or site reddit.com? I wish there was an app for, and it will find you some validated markets with actual early users. If you want to focus on a certain niche that you find interesting, you can do a search like site reddit.com. How do you guys manage? Or site reddit.com. Is there a better way to? And you'll find validated ideas with some real context and often potential users willing to pay. The third technique is stop looking but let it find you. think about problems in your work or side hustle that make you frustrated. For example, in my last project, I needed some analytics tool that tracks my product performance. But because the tech stack I was using is not that popular, I couldn't find the perfect solution after spending days or weeks hunting. The frustrating process like that is actually a good signal. This is very likely a hidden problem that the market has not yet resolved. The great thing about building something to solve the problem in this scenario is that you don't have to worry about whether there's a validated market, because this is a problem you personally need to solve anyway. And if you think of this as something only you will use, it's very likely that you will build a solution that's just good enough to solve your problem. And in this way, it's more likely you will just build a minimum viable product and avoid falling into that trap of perfectionism. And the best part is that even if it turns out that you're the only one who ever needs it, you haven't lost anything. After all, you were going to spend time solving this problem anyway. The truth is, hardly any problem is just bothering you and no one else. Chances are, someone else out there is struggling with the same problem. And just like that, you might stumble onto a new niche or market opportunity without even trying. When you find a promising idea, don't get too excited just yet. We want to spend a little bit more time to look at it closer, because there are still potential traps we want to avoid. For example, we want to make sure we are not mistaking something that is just nice to have for a real need. Did users say this is nice or this is annoying and time consuming when complaining about their problems? If they say it'd be nice to have, you might want to think about whether this is really worth putting effort into building a solution. If they say this is so frustrating and wastes my time, that's most likely a real problem worth solving. Another common trap is assuming every need will find you paying customers. There's still a big gap between I need this and I'll pay for this. Look for signals like I'd gladly pay $10 per month for this, or a shut up and take my money vibe in their complaints. If the whole conversation is about free workarounds, then trying to make money from it will be really questionable. The last trap is ignoring the hidden barriers. Sometimes a need hasn't been fulfilled simply because it's very, very hard to solve. It could be technically hard, expensive, or resource intensive to build. Before you jump in, ask yourself why big companies haven't solved it. Did they miss it? Do not want to do it? Or simply, they can't do it? So that's it for this video today. There are plenty of opportunities out there, and I really hope this video provides you with some new perspectives to find a good idea for your next brilliant product. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button so that the algorithm will send you more like this. If you have other tricks or ideas and want to share and help other indie hackers and solopreneurs on their product hunting, leave it in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel to see more content about interesting ideas and tools I find in the future. And I will see you in the next video.